We about to do this real quick. I'm about to do this breakdown from the Eastern Conference. Not Eastern Conference first round playoffs. The Boston Celtics versus the Brooklyn Nets. Alright. It's gonna be my first breakdown that I do. Oh shit, my fault. Damn, I just fucked it up.
Yeah, well, expensive fitness gear. I can't afford you.
Don't give up the things you love. State Farm.
Eric Lewis is the crew chief. He'll put it in the air. Drummond and Tyson. Away we go. The much anticipated game 2. Actually took a 5-point.
I wanna what is it? Hold on.
Start early.
Alright. So I want y'all to take a look at the starting lineup for the Boston Celtics. You got who that Marcus Smart? Is that Marcus Smart? Number 38? I thought he was 36. That is 36. Alright. So you got Marcus Smart, you got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Tice, and Al Horford. I want that to be understood first. Alright. Look at the Boston Celtics team. Brooklyn Nets is supposed to adjust accordingly. Alright. So Al Horford is the center. Either way, these two could line up with these two, okay? Now you gotta worry about Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. But you got alright. So this is the thing I want. Alright, I'm sorry. I apologize. I want to start with this motherfucker. Right here. Okay. He is not a starting point guard. Okay. He is not a starting point guard. He's probably a shooting guard. I'll probably put him as a small forward. No offense. You're not a point guard. You're not a point guard, son. Not a starting point guard. Maybe off the bench, but not a starting point guard. But they have him starting, okay? This guy right here has to understand that he's not a starting point guard, but I don't think he's taking that into consideration. You have to harass him, okay? You have to get him nervous, get him out his comfort zone. He's not a starting point guard. I'm talking about turnovers. You have to get them turnovers. You understand? Get him rowdy, get him upset, get him angry. Because he's not a starting point guard. So this is his first. I've never seen him start for a Boston Celtics team until right now. So you have to understand he might be having some nervous issues and all types of shit going on. This is the playoffs. So you got to get him, find out. Yeah, you got to get him nervous. You know what I'm saying? Try to get some turnovers. That's the first thing. Okay, that he has to understand. He's always going to be the starting point guard. So I just want to say he's going to line up with him. He's much better than him. Okay, this matchup should always end up good for him. He had 39 points the first game. I can't say shit about that, but you got to make sure that you could put him back on the bench. You got to put him back on the bench, yo. That's what I think. Put him back on the bench. Get him. I don't care if you got to get him, make him foul out the game. You understand? That's the sport of basketball. Make him foul out, okay? But you got to understand he's also a good defender too. But he's not that good of a defender where he's going to change the game, in my opinion. He's not. They hype it up. He's not that defender. He's going to change the game. He could be, but he's not right now, son. He still got Draymond Green and plays like that in the league. Plays like Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? You also got players like the big motherfuckers and shit, you know, who make impacts on the game. He doesn't make an impact on the game like that. Alright, so next up we got the next best player would be Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, you gotta Kevin Durant, you gotta guard him, okay? You gotta guard him. I don't care about this matchup. Kevin Durant, you gotta guard him, okay? That's the next thing, okay? Next thing is this motherfucker. So which y'all could have done. I mean, this probably would have been the best time to play Nicholas Claxton. I was all against starting Nicholas Claxton. I don't think he's a starter, but in this time, I mean, listen, they probably should have started Nicholas Claxton, yo. Because, I mean, I'm not going to put Nicholas Claxton as a starter. I'm not putting Steph Curry as a starter, and I'm not putting Bruce Brown as a starter. I'm not ever going to do that. I think Steph Curry is great coming off the bench. I think he'll be a great point guard coming off the bench. A great point guard coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? I think Bruce Brown would be another good shooting guard coming off the bench. I think he's like a shooting guard. He'll be a great shooting guard coming off the bench because he could score. But as a starting shooting guard, hell fucking no. Hell no. And Andre Drummond, you know, he does his thing. Not much to say about Andre Drummond. But alright, so yeah, Jaylen Brown, they gotta, I think, so let's see, we got Kyrie Irving, Marcus Smart. Who they stay shooting guard, you gotta move Kevin Durant to the shooting guard position. That's what you gotta do. You gotta move Kevin Durant to the shooting guard position, alright? I said it. You heard it here first. Kevin Durant need to go to the shooting guard position. Put Nicholas Claxton at the small forward position. Okay? Put Nicholas Claxton at the small forward position. Now you need a power forward. Look who they fucking got. They got Tice and Al Horford. Okay? You see who they got? It's not hard to defend. You could put Andre Drummond on Al Horford. I'm cool with that. All you gotta do is worry about this motherfucker. I don't care who the fuck you put in for him. You understand? I don't give a fuck if you put in a point guard for this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I don't know who the fuck he is. But I just want to point out why certain teams, you know, they don't achieve success because they don't make the right adjustments. It's all about adjustments at the end of the day. And it's not hard to adjust when you got a team like the Boston Celtics. No offense to the Boston Celtics, but it's all about taking y'all out the game. When we see a mismatch, you gotta play like Marcus Smart starting. There's something wrong, son. When I see that, I don't know what to say, son. I see Marcus Smart is starting. Oh shit. Oh shit. No offense, but oh shit. That shit gets me, like, you know what I'm saying? Gets me excited, son. And listen, he got all good defender shit. Y'all don't understand, son. He's not a great offensive player. He's not good offensively. So he could be a good defender all he want. But I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that because he's not a starting point guard and he's starting. But we want to play this game out and see why they lost real quick, yo.
And it's Brown who knocks down the first shot. You always know when he's got the ball here. $50,000 lighter in the wallet as Brown catch and shoot. Nice little mid-range, man. Brown's off to a nice start.
Bruce Brown making shots. That's pretty good.
Boston 0 for 2, 2 turnovers. Now Tice. And finally, the Celtics on the board here on their home floor. Knocked down a couple of threes early. Now he lost the handle. Turnover, Brooklyn. Tatum on the run out. Gives it right back. What a play by Durant. Readjusting in the air. Bruce Brown. Finds Irving. Kyrie pulls him in range.
And all started off the turnover again.
Smart with his first assist. Drummond kicks it down. Wide open. Got it. Three ball is good. And Ime Udoka about a 7-man rotation. Here's Horford. Steps into one. Gets by Durant.
I mean, you see the Brooklyn Nets is in the league.
The quicker picker up.
So
It has always been.
it's not they start. I mean,
To be a builder.
let's see. My team dirty as fuck.
Their three-point tries thus far. Here goes Jaylen Brown with a and finishes. Uneven gun. Brown's all over the place in this first quarter. 2:23 remaining in the first. Durant got a double team, just rises up and shoots over both. Durant and Brown run with the three players off the bench. Mills will pull up from 2.
Now I would have been starting Patty Mills. You know, you gotta play the. I'm like. I mean, I said already my starting lineup, but